What up, y'all? Chargers Truther coming to you after our season finale loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, 13-12. We finished the season at 5-12, dead last in the AFC West. We lost the last 8 of our last 9 games to finish out the season. Just completely disappointing. We had hopes to do big things this season, but the team's short-sightedness, all of its mistakes along the years, really came to bite us in the ass this season, and completely, extremely, so disappointing of a season. However, we do have to have some hope because we finally fired our head coach, but more importantly, our general manager, Tom Telesco, who has been here 11 years with a losing record of 84-94, only won 2 wildcard playoff games in his whole 11 years. And when you compare that to the previous general manager, A.J. Smith, who went 95-65 and went 3-5 and won AFC Championship appearance, it just is so baffling why Telesco was able to stay for so long. He's made many roster and draft mistakes, just building weak rosters and relying on the quarterback way too heavily over the years, and I'll soon get to that. So that's a reason for hope for next season. We have a lot of rebuilding to do, a lot of rebuilding to do, but we still got Herbert, we still got some pieces, so there's still some reason for optimism. Here, I am just drinking a glass of warm milk because, it's bedtime. The season's over, everything's done. It's time to go to bed after this and, wake up for the next season, and it'll be a new day, and wake up with some hope, I guess. Cheers. So, first of all, what I'm trying to explain, the reasons why this team failed. First of all, I talk about it a lot, but it's the lack of physicality, the lack of aggression, and the lack of size and all these things, which translates to weakness in the trenches, weakness in the rush offense, weakness in the rush defense, and just getting bullied by just about every team we face. Just relying way too heavily on Justin Herbert and our quarterback, Philip Rivers before him, but this season, Justin Herbert, to do just too much, throwing the ball way too much. If you look at this, he was 6th most in pass attempts, 13th. He had the worst season of his entire career. Look at the rush offense, 26th in rushing yards in the NFL, 27th in yards per carry. Just horrible numbers. Last year we were 30th rushing, 30th in yards per carry, so we got a little bit better, but still atrocious. Our defense, 30th in pass defense. Just a really bad team overall, and I think the biggest reason is that we're relying too heavily on our star players to carry us. Players like Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Khalil Mack, Derwin James, and these players where the backup players just are not stepping up. They're not good enough. This last offseason, I made a video of the top 5 players that we needed to step up for us. Isaiah Spiller did nothing for us this season. Trey McKitty did nothing. I'm pretty sure he's not even on the team anymore. Foster Sorrell did nothing for us. Otito Ogbanya did nothing for us. And JT Woods did nothing for us. I said that these 5 players, we really needed them to step up to help this team. None of them stepped up. None of them did. And I think that's because they're just not very good players. And these are players that our general manager, Tom Telesco, has picked. You cannot just be missing on so many draft picks and so many signings like J.C. Woods, J.C. Jackson, I mean. If you keep on continually missing on the roster decisions, you're going to end up with this. This is exactly what you get. You get an implosion. The shit's going to hit the fan eventually, and that's what happened this season. Quentin Johnson, the first-round pick, didn't look good at all. Looked like a bust, hoping that he comes back. Diane Henley, the 3rd-round pick linebacker, I don't think he did anything this season. The only player that stepped up was Thule. One player in the entire draft of 7 players stepping up is a terrible, terrible percentage. Look at these players. So first of all, Mack is making a ton of money. Bosa's making a ton of money. Mike Williams, maybe going to cut him. Some of these guys are going to get cut. Obviously, Keenan Allen, Corey Linsley, Derwin James, all these guys are making tons of money. But I'm not really looking at these guys so much. I'm looking at the depth players. First of all, JT Woods has done nothing for us since he got into the NFL. I'm cutting him right now. Chris Rumpf has done nothing. I'm cutting him right now. Isaiah Spiller, done nothing. He's only 23, but I just can't, you know, if you've had 2 years and you prove nothing, I can't justify keeping you. I'd rather take a chance on another 23-year-old. You're done. Brendan Hymas hasn't done anything. You're done. Nick Neiman, okay, maybe I'll keep him. Diane Henley's a rookie. Jasir Taylor, maybe, no, none of these guys has really stepped up to fight for a starting role, like an outside cornerback position, a starting safety position. That's the problem. These guys are just riding the bench, just lost at the bottom of the roster, and nobody is stepping up again, like I've been saying. So here's Otito Ogbanya. You're gone. I'm cutting you. And those guys right there, Stone Smart, okay, maybe he's done a little bit. Finley, a lot of guys also leaving in free agency. So, yeah, it is what it is. These guys are just guys that have not stepped up, not proven to do anything for this roster, for this team. And we can't let them keep hanging around, guys. We need to have higher standards. That's why, again, it was so important for us to fire Tom Telesco. We need a new general manager with some real, a real eye for talent, for depth talent, all the way down to the 7th round into the undrafted free agents, and just need new leadership. Need a new eye for talent to come in. So again, that's why we're going to be excited for the next season. We did terrible this season, but things are going to change. And honestly, yeah, we might be scared that, who's going to come next? Is he going to be better than Telesco? Is he going to be worse? You really can't be that much worse than Tom Telesco. You really cannot be much worse than 84 and 94 over 11 seasons. And if you are, you're not going to last 11 seasons. We'll cut him long before that, like Telesco should have been. But you just 84, 94 over 11 years. That's 11 years of our lives wasted. Just, I don't know. It's so bittersweet. It's so bittersweet. Happy that he's gone, but so sad that we had to endure that. We had to endure that. And just a lot of mixture of emotions. The Chargers really fuck with my emotion. I'm sure the fans' emotions fucks with everyone's emotions. Hoping that they can do something amazing. Not really believing in them, but hoping maybe they can. And then just getting served a shit on a plate like the 2023 season. Just feel bad for the star players, Herbert, Keenan Allen, Derwin James, Khalil Mack, for having to carry this entire roster for so long. And even when the season was clearly over, still had to play. And yeah, kind of lost for words at this point. Another big thing, I think we locked up the 5th overall pick in the draft. I think the top 3 guys we're looking at is Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, and the tight end Brock Bowers. So 2 receivers and 1 tight end is pretty much the value we're going to be looking at. These guys are apparently, blue chip, top tier prospects that you only really find in the top 5, top 10 picks in each draft. And I guess we're going to be lucky enough to get one of them. Although I really just don't think that, receiver and I guess we could use a tight end, but I just don't think that these are our true top needs. I believe they are running back and defensive tackle, something that will add a little more physicality to this team, something, a type of player that's going to be a bully and add to these, make us more of a bully team, not the one that gets bullied. We need to become more hard-nosed, more physical, like a Steelers, like a 49ers, and like a Ravens type team. But I guess, you can't really pass up on someone so talented like these guys. So, maybe we trade back and that'll be really cool. We'll be able to stockpile some picks, and, more picks the better, because again, like I said, we need to do a lot of turnover on this roster. We need to cut a lot of players and bring in new guys. So, yeah, so let's just see how this random mock draft ends up going. So yeah, as you see here, Malik Neighbors gone, Marvin Harrison Jr. gone, Brock Bowers on the board, Joe Alt, Adunze, another tackle. Probably would be going Brock Bowers here or trading back. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, guys. Looking forward to the draft, I guess. Top picks. We're gonna have whoever the next general manager is gonna be is gonna have some good ammo loaded in this draft to make his changes on this roster. Big decisions are gonna have to be made. For example, like the running back position, Austin Eckler is gonna be gone. literally have just about nobody to run the ball. Kelly, I think, will be gone. Rush offense was freaking atrocious for years now. Big changes going to be made there. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I would be rambling if I continued at this point. Like I said, season has been very disappointing, extremely horrible. Um, Although the general manager and coach are gone now, so we can be excited about a new era of Chargers football. We got a good draft picks, can be excited for the draft coming up. And yeah, a lot to process. It's really a lot to think about, but it's really just time to call it a night, go to bed, let our minds rest, and wake up refreshed and enjoy this off season. We could watch the playoffs unbiasedly, I guess. That'll be kind of nice. It's time to go to bed and relax, guys. Cheers. See y'all next season. Well, I'll still be making videos, but season's over. Cheers. All right. Good night, y'all. Thanks.